find the words you need.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Richards, and today we were shooting Harper's BAZAAR Espanol. I got into DJing because I was actually trying to save money or to make money to make my art. So it was kind of, I went to art school for 2 years at School of Visual Arts, and I left because of modeling, and I was working at the time. But yeah, I just found myself kind of in this situation where I was like, you know, I really want to explore something else, and you know, trying to make the money to get into the arts. So it just kind of is funny how your hobbies kind of go from one thing to the other, and I really didn't expect it to come as far as I have. But no, I enjoy it. I get to travel and play music for people that, you know what I mean, around, you know, share the music, and you know, just it's fun because you can kind of, you know, play that part in creating the mood and the ambiance, and you know, it's fun. I put it on the shelf a little bit, but I did do a show a couple years ago. My inspiration was my favorite musicians, and it was black and white, it was abstract, and they're portraits. So it was a series of 6, like huge, like 11 feet, you know, paintings. They're quite large and took a lot of time. So I'm hoping that I find the time to, like, you know, get there again. But it was, Robert Johnson, Etta James, Slash. I had Nina Simone, Bob Marley, and Jimi Hendrix up there. So very inspiring people. So yes, I did these huge portraits of them, and it was a hit. It was fun. Actually, they were hanging up at in the Rivington Hotel, I believe, for a couple of months. Yeah, so being passed around. Yeah. I was a little rebellious when I was a teenager. My parents were traveling quite a bit, so I had the opportunity of kind of being alone a lot. So I don't know, I guess the typical thing, cutting class when I shouldn't have. You know, I was a little naughty in class, not paying attention, trying to distract the kids from focusing on, you know, their schoolwork. Yeah, I saw a couple detentions in my time, but I was overall a pretty good kid. I mean, I didn't think, you know, it was, I guess, the typical thing, but yeah. I always really wanted to meet Etta James. She was like my idol. Actually, going back to being a rebel, I read her biography and I connected with her on a lot of levels. I mean, different time and different era, whatever, but she was always just somebody, because she just shined through all of her crap that she went through in her life. And she, you know, came out basically on top. And I remember I was driving by Broadway and I saw that she was just about to perform on Broadway, and I was always thinking, I'm like, maybe, you know what, maybe I should just pull over and just like buy a ticket and run in and just see her. And I never did, and that's always been a huge regret. And when she passed away last year, I was like, oh my God, you know. So she's always somebody I always wanted to meet and, you know, I guess connect and try and connect and, I don't know, have that conversation. My grandmother, when she was my like favorite, so I remember always going to Staten Island where all my family lives. Just her hug is just the most comforting, and I remember always crying and never wanting to leave and be like, oh my God, Mom, like, why do I have to go back to Connecticut? Just live here in Staten Island with my grandmother. Always, she just lives with us. I guess waking up in my house in Connecticut where I grew up with my mom, my dad, my mom making breakfast, and then, you know, we have these big family barbecues, and seeing all the family and the little kids running around. It would be great to have my brother and my older sister come over from England to visit more, so I guess they would be there in my perfect day. And yeah, family is a big part of my life, so having them be there would be actually a perfect day. You know. I guess, you know, just stay true to yourself and don't let anybody tell you different, and really just, you know, take advice from your elders, respect them, But yeah, I don't know. You learn. You should take the advice, but you're not going to learn anything without living your own way. So I guess that's really it. Just live life your own way, and be the better you.